Hey, it's Coach Tom Ferry. Happy Monday. Welcome to Life by Design, your place online for ideas, inspiration, and how to stay in the right action. So the theme for the week is developing your business plan for 2012. So I thought I'd start with just a few questions for you today as you think about shaping and deciding and defining what you want to do in 2012. So we always start with first, where did your business come from in 2011? So what I'd love for you to do is go through every transaction you've done this year, if you're not already tracking it. Go through every transaction, buyer side and seller side, and identify the source. Was this a past client? Was this a referral? Did this come from an open house? Was this an expired listing? Was this an internet lead? If it was an internet lead, break down the source. Was it a Zillow lead? Did it come from maybe your Facebook strategy? Break down the source so you can determine exactly what's working and what needs improvement on. Which is, by the way, the next 4 questions I would ask you. Once you identify your sources of where your business came from, then you ask, what's working? Right? What's working? And it should stand out for you. Now, you and I both know, we talk about there's no wrong way to generate a client, and the great agents today have many lines in the water trying to attract the fish. They're not putting all their eggs in one basket. You still want to identify, though, what's working. The second question I wrote down is what's getting better. If you look year over year, I can remember teaching people Facebook strategies 4 years ago and having them look at me like, Facebook, could we ever do business from it? And today, it's one of the great ways to stay in touch with our past clients in Sphere, follow up on leads and more. So Facebook, year over year, what's happened? Then you want to ask yourself, what needs more consistency? Which of my lead generation programs needs more consistency if I want to have a breakthrough in that source in 2012? Then the last thing I wrote down is, are there any strategic adjustments you know you need to make? Now, don't get too far into your marketing plan. We're going to cover that on Friday. But you do want to ask yourself these 4 questions in relationship to the number of transactions you've done this year and the sources they came from. The second question I want to ask you is, how many appointments did you go on? There's nothing better than to go back through your entire calendar for the year and look at how many times you were face-to-face with buyers and sellers, potential people that wanted to lease a property, investors, whatever it was. How many times you face-to-face talking with people about signing contracts and doing real estate transactions? Great number for you to know. Then I wrote down number 3, how many listings did you take this year? Now, I love this one. How many listings did you take? What percentage of them sold? Then I want you to determine, what was the length of time it took? How many days on market? And the reason why I want you to know that is I want you to contrast your average days on the market compared to your board or other competitors or other companies you compete against. It's a fantastic marketing tool, a great stat when you're talking to sellers to say, my listings sell 50% faster. We're 50 days on the market where the average is 100 days on the market. So you're showing the strength of your strategy and your marketing plan. So how many listings you take? How many actually sold? What was the percentage? And then how many days on market for you on average? And if you also should look at what was the percentage of list to sale price in relationship to your board or, again, your competition. These are terrific stats for you to have and will absolutely enhance and improve your listing presentation. Last 2 questions, how many buyer sales did you have for the year? And then the last one, how many leases will you finish the year with? Take the time to answer those questions. That will help you understand where you're at, and then on the next few videos, we'll decide where we're going to take this information to build on it for 2012. So, do your assignments. I'll look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Remember always, your strategy matters, and now more than ever, your passion rules.